Can hear you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and take it away, Pascal.
Thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, so it's really exciting for me to be with you again this evening to share our business idea. A business that changed my life and has changed my family's life, because when we started the business, we originally started to make an extra $200. So without further ado, I want to share with you the screen so that we can share with you what we want to talk about. Paula said that this business is a business that helps people become better. And the mission of our company is very simple: to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And that healthier and a happier place starts with the place where you are, yourself, your family. It starts with you. So the difference in the business should first and foremost start with yourself. And you become more successful and healthier and happier if you make the life of other people better than it has been before. So Betty and I have been in this business for just over 25 years. And the reason we started the business is very simple. We started the business because we wanted to make an extra $200 a month. As an engineer, I thought that when I grew up, my father used to say, go to school, get a good education. The more education you have, the more successful you're going to become financially. But that proposition or that advice is not really quite complete, because I'm sure there are very many people who've got good education but still struggle financially. So we started the business to make an extra $200. I remember our first income from the business, after 2 months joining the business, was about $3. But that income, that check, really excited me because it proved to me that what they told us in the meeting was true. So Betty and I worked very hard the first 3 years of our business. Within 7 months starting the business, our income reached $1,000. And when that happened, I decided to make this business my full-time career. So if you're a guest, just pay attention to get information that enables you to make a decision. So we started the business to make a little bit of money, but that little bit of money became a full-time career. What is this business that we talk about? A few things I'd like to share with you first. In the first place, there are about 4 ways that people use to generate income. The first is called a job. That is when you work for somebody, and at the end of 30 days, they pay you a salary. A job is limited because of technology and because the world economy is changing so quickly. Employers have found ways to generate more income by providing goods and services, taking advantage of technology and using less people to produce the same amount of goods and services. So because of that, a lot of people have lost their jobs. And secondly, because the last two years in the world has been very, very difficult. So lots of people, by October 2020, almost 225 million people from around the world had lost their jobs. So it's become quite challenging. The other thing about a job is there's a lot of internal politics. People backstab each other to get ahead. The second way that people use to generate income is called self-employment. This is when you get a loan, or you mortgage your house, or you get life savings to invest in a business that requires your presence. When that happens, the business seems to depend on your physical presence, because if you're not there physically, you don't earn an income. In fact, there's a very simple test to know whether you own a business or not. Stay away from it for a month or 2. If the business doesn't grow, the business owns you. You don't own the business. The third way that people use to generate income is big businesses. These are companies or people who invest huge capital. They have lots of employees. And with lots of employees also, you have a lot of labor problems. And this is not available to the ordinary person in the street, because the ordinary person doesn't have access to a lot of capital. The fourth way that people use to generate income is called investment. That is when you have money which is over and above the money that you need for your daily living, and you want to put it aside to invest in something that gives you a return on your investment. But two things are necessary. Number one, you need knowledge, and number two, you need the scale of investment. If you have these two going for you, then you're going to be able to get your return on your investment. But most people don't have the skill and knowledge to invest in businesses or in instruments that help to grow their capital. So they get the services of people who are more experienced. There are other ways, for example, that people use to generate income, for example, professional athletes or musicians or writers. These are very uniquely qualified or gifted people who spend a lot of effort and time to write a book, to become professional athletes or sportsmen, and they earn a lot of money. Is there an ideal business? Is there a business that any person from the street, any ordinary person like you and I can actually start and become wealthy? I think it needs to have the following criteria. Number one, you need very low capital to start. In our business, we need between $60 and $100 to start a global business. The second element is you need to get involved in distribution on goods and services. Why? Because this is what people need. One of the keys for wealth creation is the involvement of distribution of goods and services. People who make products are not necessarily the ones who distribute them. The people who distribute and take the products to the marketplace or to customers are the ones who actually earn a lot of money. So you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. The third element is you need to have a global, excuse me, you need to have a global reach. A global reach simply means you're able to get your product or your service to a lot of people around the globe. Our company does business in over 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we do business in 14 different countries, covering a population of 450 million people. The fourth idea or element is you need to have leverage. Leverage simply means you find a way to multiply your time, your effort, and the way you get in touch with customers by multiplying your time and services. An example of this is the banks. The banks open branches simply because they want to reach more customers. Restaurants open other stores or branches so that they can reach their customers with more food. Retail shops, Naivas, ShopRite Checkers, all these companies that have retail services, they open other stores to leverage their services, which simply means everybody has 24 hours a day. How do you ensure that you take advantage of the cooperation with other people to increase your income? You need to work with other people so that you can increase the amount of time a business does business. The fifth element is consumable, high-quality products. Why? Because they have a repeat sale. You see, a pair of shoes, a shirt, a jacket, these are not consumable products. They are products that you buy once and it stays with you for quite a while before you buy another one. Soap, skincare products, health supplement as consumable product because people buy, use, and at the end of the month, they still buy some more. You and I are going to buy soap until the day we die. And so soap makes very good business sense. The sixth element is you need a business system. A business system is a series of tools, procedures, equipment that you need to implement in your business so that you as the owner of the business doesn't have to be present when your business is growing or running. A system is what replaces the owner of the business. And the last one is timing. Timing is very critical in our business because if you start the business at the wrong time, it doesn't gain traction. So, what is this business that you're talking about? What is network marketing? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services to the public, and we cut out the middleman between the manufacturer and the consumer. For example, if you have a product that comes from a manufacturer, By the time this product ends in in the consumer's hand, in the traditional business, it has gone through 5, 6, or 7 different middlemen. You have advertising, you have retailers, you have wholesalers, you have transport, you have agents between the manufacturer and consumer who keep adding to the cost of the product, and who pays for it? It's the customer. So what we do in our business, we cut out all these middlemen, and in between the manufacturer and the consumer, stand a distributor like myself. So the money the company would have spent to pay for advertising or to pay retailers and wholesalers is what is paid to us, because we do advertising by word of mouth. The products are explained to customers in person. That means the customer is able to get more detailed information about what they are buying, and that they make a good decision based on good information. So what the company does, they pay us for referring customers to buy the products. Now, in this business, although you are in your own business, but you are not by yourself, because the company does research and develop the products on your behalf. In 50 different countries, the company has put infrastructure together to support your business. The research for the products, the manufacturing of the products, the acquisition of ingredients to make the products, the scientists who research and develop products, that has already been done on your behalf. The only thing you need to do is to build a market where the products are used or sold. So, although you're in business for yourself, you're not by yourself. The other very exciting thing about our business is there are no qualifications required except 3 things. 1 is you need to have a desire for success. Number 2, you need to be teachable. And number 3, hard work. If you have these 3 things going for you, you're going to be very successful in our business. Now, our business was started by Jerry Brasfield. Jerry Brasfield, when he was a teenager, he had very, very serious asthma. And because he had very challenging condition, his mother gave him natural remedies. And when he felt better, when he recovered, he decided maybe I should share this idea with the rest of the world, because he was quite fascinated about what natural products does to the human health. That became the birth of Neolife in 1958. And since then, Neolife has spread to 50 different countries. But what has kept our business going all these years? We believe in the certain fundamental basic corporate principles that are very important to hold our business together. The first, absolute honesty and integrity. That means we need to tell our customers, our friends, relatives, the truth about our products. We need to deal with honesty with our customers and the people who use or interact with us in the business. The second is people are number 1. The most important resource we have in our business is people. If you don't have people, you don't have any business. The third is products that work. Neolife has put together a group of scientists called the Scientific Advisory Board, whose job is just to research and develop first-class products in their category. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. In this business, everybody starts at the same level. Whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're 18 or 81, whether you are a CEO, a plumber, a housewife, a student, as long as you're over 18, everybody who starts a business starts at exactly the same level. And the growth of your business depends on how many people you help to become successful. And the last element is you need to have a long-range vision to have a successful business. Initially, you need to have a 2 to 5 year horizon. That means in a period of 2 to 5 years, you need to put every effort to learn and build your business. Historically, Neolife started in 1958 in the USA, came to South Africa in 1971, East Africa 1996-97, that is Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. In 1999, the year 2000, started in West Africa. At the moment, Neolife operates in over 14 countries in Africa. Worldwide, we do business in over 50 countries. That is simply the history of the background of our business. Now, why do people start this business? If you're a guest, there must be a reason why you're attending this presentation today. What is the reason for attending this presentation? Some people start the business because they want a better life for their children. Some start the business because they want to buy good homes. Some start the business because they like fancy cars or to buy good cars. Some start the business because they want to have holiday homes. Most people, I think, start the business because they want to earn extra money. So what is your reason for starting the business? If you're a guest, what would be your reason for starting the business? Some start the business because they want to be physically fit or healthy. So when you start the business, you're partnering with a company that has got more than 60 years experience, operating in over 50 countries and supported by their scientific advisory board. These are the top scientists in the various fields whose job is just to research and develop products on your behalf. They do world-class research and are published in scientific magazines, the Global Science Network, the Center for Disease Control, the United States Department of Agriculture, top scientific journals where they showcase what our products can do. And for these reasons, our products have remained at the top end or the cutting edge of technology in nutrition and manufacturing. We have 4 ranges of products. Which are these ranges? The first is the Golden Home Care range. These are products for cleaning the bathroom, the kitchen, the toilet, and everything else you need to clean your home. The next one is a personal care range of products. These are products that make your body or make you look neat: hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, and all that stuff. The other one is the Nutrients Organics. Nutrients are the products for skincare range. You have products for normal to dry skin. We have products for combination to oily skin. We have a whole range of products that helps our skin to look healthy and attractive. And the last range is the health supplement. This is a high selling range of our business for a very simple reason. The greatest wealth you have is your health, because when your health is finished, your mission in life is over. So, how does the business grow? How do you grow this business? You grow this business when you engage in 3 daily success habits. What are those habits? The first thing is use the products yourself. Why? Because you're supporting your own business, and you simply change your buying habits. Instead of buying soap or skincare products from the other shops, you buy from your own business. Because Neolife operates in different countries around the world, the company introduced what is called a point value system. And 100 PV or 100 point value is equivalent to about $160 in value. So the second thing you do is this: you begin to share the business. That means you introduce other people to become Neolife promoters or users like yourself. Let me say, in this example, you introduce 6 people or 6 families to use the product like you do. 6 plus yourself is 7. You've generated a 700 PV business. Your income is about $45 a month. The next thing you do is you teach the people you brought into the business to do what you do. Let me say the person in the top right corner, you teach them to introduce 2, and those 2 introduce 2 each. If you do that, they'll have built a 700 PV unit, plus the other 6 gives you 1,300. Your income is about $90 a month. The third thing you do is, the next thing you do is you help these people also duplicate what you do. That means you teach them to do what you are doing. That is using the products in their homes. And if you do that, if you get 6 people doing 700 plus your own, you've built or generated a business of 4,300 PV. Your income is between $580 and $700 a month. The other thing you do is, not everybody is going to be a distributor or a promoter of the products. They will tell you, sorry, I just want to use the products. This become your customers, and you make a net profit of 20% from the products they buy from you. Why? Because when you're registered, you buy the products from the company at a discount of 20%. So you sell to your customers at a profit margin of 20%. The third thing we do in our business is personal development. These are the things we do on a daily basis. Personal development simply means that through training, support, and personal development material, books, CDs, magazines, you attend conferences, you attend seminars, so that you learn how to become a business leader. That is what grows your business. That is what personal development means. It means you increase your knowledge of the business and the products, you increase your knowledge of how to build it, you increase your knowledge on how to become a leader of your team. Now, some people may not just be interested in $500 or $700. If you want more money in our business, you need to learn how to help other people become successful. If you help one more person in your group to become a director, your income is about $1,000. If you help 3 people become directors, you become a Ruby director, your income goes to about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, your income goes way above $5,000. So at this time, I'd like to hand over back to Paul to introduce our guest. I understand he's just become a brand new world team leader. So Paul?
Thank you so much, Pascal. That was an awesome presentation. And I know our guests who are on the call, they have been able to pick 1 or 2 things, which will be able to help them as they start their journey with us in this opportunity. Yes, as Pascal has said, we have a guest speaker today. He's a gentleman who has been able to build a big business in Uganda. And last month, he actually stepped up to 2 Ruby director and is on the call today to be able to share with us how this opportunity has been able to help him to become the person he is today. So our guest speaker today is none other than Justus Muhumuza. Justus, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Paul, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, we can also hear you, but I'm not sure whether we can see you. Make sure your video, now we can see you. Go ahead, Justus, and you're most welcome and congratulations for stepping up to Ruby Director.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Paul, for the introduction. Just a minute. Okay. Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, we have some load shedding challenges here where I live, but I hope you can still hear me clearly and see me as well a little bit. My name is Muhumuza Justus. I live here in Kampala, Uganda, and I've been in this Neolife opportunity for quite some time. I got started as a student who was looking for some money, some little money actually, to be able to pay for my school fees at the university. When I was getting started, my goal was to only become a director and about $500 and be able to raise my school fees, because at that point I had just registered for a dead year because my mother did not have money to keep me in school. And when I got in here, I was promised quite a lot. I was told that if I took time to attend meetings for knowledge, if I took time to understand what Neolife is all about, I could actually be able to get back in school within a space of 1 year. And I thank God that I was able to listen to whatever was being talked about, whatever was being trained about. I did all that I was told to do. And I remember within a space of about 6 months, I was able to build a network of people using products, so about 87 people who were registered with Neolife and using the products. And by simply doing that, I was able to step up to director. My income was about $500. In my country, that's about an average of 1.8 million shillings. And that was good enough to give me hope and show me that actually this business was good. This business was going to work for me. And when I became director, like Mr. Pascal said, all you have to do is to identify some other people on your team who you can also hope to build a business. And when I got 3 people who became directors, my income went to about $1,000. In my country, that was about 3 million shillings per month. And with an earning of about 3 million shillings a month, that income was actually good enough to be able to not only pay my school fees, but also be able to pay school fees for my brothers and sisters as well. Because some point in 2011, September, we lost our dad. And when we lost our dad, being a firstborn in a family of 8, I found myself in position not to only pay school fees for my brothers and sisters, but to also be able to pay school fees for myself and also my brothers and sisters. Today, I'm so happy that 3 of them have so far graduated. Today, as we speak, I have a medical doctor. I have a pharmacist. I have an engineer who have all graduated courtesy of Neolife. And all this is because I said yes to Neolife. So if you are actually a guest and you're wondering and you're thinking, can Neolife be able to change my life? I just want you to think of my story. Think of how I got started. I remember the very, very first time I was invited to this opportunity to have a look at this opportunity. I didn't even have transport. I didn't have transport to go to the venue at Serena Hotel, because the invitation was Serena Hotel. I didn't even have transport. I had to walk for about 15 kilometers for me to go and have a look at this opportunity. But not from walking to go and have a look at this opportunity. I mean, this business has been able to change my life. Today I have developed a passion for cars. I love cars. I bought my very first car, which I actually imported from Japan when I was just in my second year at Makerere University. You can imagine. I had been just out of school because no school fees. After 1.5 years of doing this business back in school, I'm in my second year at Makerere, I was able to import my very, very first car. When I went ahead and kept on building my business kept on growing. I found, today those are some of the cars that I actually drive, and all because of Neolife business. And Neolife business is all I do. I don't do anything else. Neolife is all I do. I've also been able to have chances of investing money. I've been able to buy land, quite a number of land titles. Today, I think I have about 23 land titles that I've been able to acquire out of Neolife. Not only has this business been able to educate my family, my brothers, my sisters, my children, but then this business has also been able to, I've also been able to invest. And also looking at the investments, I mean, it may not mean a lot to you, but to me, it means a lot to me, because when I look at how much I'm worth today, all because of Neolife, I really, really thank God because of that. Talking about the travel and lifestyle, I've had chances to travel. All these places that you're actually seeing on my screen, I have been able to visit from 2011, from 2010 January. The only times I've not traveled out of Uganda was 2020 and the 2021. And I didn't travel not because Neolife was not saying we can't travel anymore, but I didn't travel because of COVID. But if it wasn't COVID, 2020 was supposed to be in Prague, So when it comes to the traveling, I mean, when I was getting started, by the way, when they talked about the beautiful products, how they've been able to change our people's lives, how people gave quite amazing testimonies. Well, that didn't move me a lot. The only thing that I loved about the products when I was getting started was the fact that people needed them, they were easy to market, and I could actually easily make money from them. That was the only thing that I loved about the products. Though my attitude has had to change, today I love using these products. After having so many encounters with people who have money, but then they have so many health challenges, I have learned that it's very important to use these products, and I use them quite a lot. The money is why I got started. The travel and lifestyle, I remember the first meeting I attended, people had just returned from London. I know they were sharing quite amazing testimonies, but then I was looking at myself, me as Justus, who has walked 15 kilometers to come and have a look at this business. So now I travel to London to see who, what if I get lost there? How will even my mother start looking for me? Who will pay? Where will I sleep? Quite a number of questions. So traveling wasn't my thing. But today, honestly, if Neolife said no more traveling, I think I would be the first person to strike, because I have learned that everyone needs a holiday. Everyone needs to travel. And when you travel with Neolife, this first world, first world, best trips, I mean, you will never regret for having made that decision of being part of Neolife. All these places I have had chances to visit, all of them, I mean, I have had chances to, to connect with people. If there's anything that I have loved out of Neolife is the friends that I've been able to acquire and been able to make out of Neolife. And in fact, something else that I want to talk about as something that I've loved, Paul just mentioned that I stepped out to be director. Well, I thank God that that step was able to come through. But I want to appreciate in a very, very special way the friends that I have been able to connect with out of this business. People like Grace Chege, people like Zubeda, people like Dora Juma, people like Isaac and Isaac Ndungu, people like Pieros and Josephat Karaoke, people like, I mean, we're here, we're listening to Pascal. Pascal has, ever since COVID started, he has dedicated his time. And that's one thing that the people that are listening to me for the very first time, the guests, one special, amazing thing that you're going to find in this business is the support system. In outside businesses there, I mean, even if it was your own brother or your own relative or anything, if they are doing the same business that you are starting up, most of them will look at putting you down. Most of them will look at you as a competition. But something that I have loved out of Neolife is the support system. Everyone is there to support you, even when they don't make any money from you, even when they don't benefit anything from you, they support you. I love the support system. I can say when I was getting started, I was only 20 years. I didn't have any skills. I didn't have any experience. I didn't have I didn't have any level of personal growth. But from the mentorship, from the trainings that we've been able to get from these people like Pascal, I mean, we've been able to grow and been able to step up and been able to make money and been able to have so many investments. So in a special way, I would love to thank all my friends in this business. I've mentioned a few names, but I know there are so many of you whom I may not be able to mention their names. But I love to thank the fact that you've been able to be there, to been able to support me every time. Most of you, when I invite you to come and speak to my team, you never say no. You always come. You always come and share. You always come and inspire my team. I've come to love the fact that they always say the team is simply defined as together everyone achieves more. I love the teamwork. I love the spirit. Thank you so much for supporting me. Recently, Paul Matu traveled all the way from Kenya to come to Western Uganda, to come and visit the team and train and motivate and encourage to make sure that, to make sure the team grows, So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do believe that, yes, we worked as a team, but the support that we were able to get from you, the support team, my friends that have been able to acquire to this business, it is why I've been able to step up. I remember someone like Zubeda. She drove her car from Dar es Salaam to simply come to Kampala to go to Mbarara to support me, to train my team, such kind of hearts, you only find that kind of teamwork, that kind of support in your life. I mean, some of you are here and you probably you've tried out so many things out there. But I'm telling you, if you give a chance to Neolife, you'll never regret. And then I also want to thank my team. My team is called Team Lion Kings. These are the incredible leaders, the incredible guys like Dennis Tumshabe, Joseph Mujisha, Evelyn Murema, Andrew Tinamasko. Those are some of the directors and world team members on my team. These are guys who are always pushing and working and doing everything to make sure that things work out. And this becoming a 2Ruby director is only proof enough that actually you two can also be able to come Rubies and 2Ruby directors, and I'm quite sure that we are headed in the right direction. I'm sure that very soon we are going to have so many Ruby directors and presence team members. But all that is because you guys are working so hard. So I truly appreciate you if you're here and on the Team Lion Kings and you're listening in. I would like to assure you that we truly appreciate the work that you do. And also thank you so much, Paul. No, AJ may not be listening, but also thank him so much for the support. Pascal, you've done an amazing job to my team. I know right now on this call, we could be having close to 100 distributors that are listening in on the team. And I mean, we enjoy your trainings. We love the sessions you give us. So if you are here and you're a guest, you're listening in for the first time, Neolife can help you achieve your dreams. I've been able to achieve some of my dreams. I've been able to achieve some of my dreams like travel and lifestyle, being able to drive beautiful cars, though much better, more cars are even coming. I've been able to travel to amazing destinations. In Mayu, we're in Zimbabwe, in Durban, and being able to meet, like meeting the founder. All these are quite amazing things. Having very, very special people on my team. I mean, today I'm looking at much more bigger investments and bigger achievements. I mean, I've seen people. I love attending conventions, and then you meet people who have been in the business for like 10 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Every single time I see what they have achieved, I always tell myself that it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. That time in 2018, we were in Mauritius, and Charlie was given a commission of 350,000 US dollars. When I looked at him, I told myself, you know what, Justus, it is just a matter of time. By the time you make 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, you can also be able to achieve this kind of, this kind of big monies. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're a guest, make that bold decision. Become part of Neolife. The same people that have supported me and turned me into what I've been able to become, they are the same people that are also going to support you. We have a very good support system. Very good support system. We are not simply going to introduce you into the business and then we say, now that you have joined, get your bag, start working. No, we are going to train you. We are going to equip you and you're going to grow. You are going to succeed. Just like I've been able to be supported, just like I've been able to grow, is the same way that you're also going to be able to grow, is the same way you're going to be able to achieve your dreams, is the same way you're going to live a life of your dreams. So Mr. Paul Mato, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my story. And like I've said, I really, really want to thank everyone that supported me. I know people like Dr. Cesar, you must be listening in. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you much for the support. And I am quite sure that Paul is coming this weekend to Kampala, Uganda, and is even going to come to give us more support. Thank you. I truly appreciate it, and have a blessed evening.
Wow, thank you so much, Justus Muhumuza, for sharing your story today. It tells by the look in your eyes that you're excited. You've been able to achieve a lot of things in this business. And you're happy, to be where you are today. And that is truly the Neolife spirit, where people come as they are, and then they start doing the things that Justus have been able to speak to us, and also Pascal, and you start seeing such an amazing transformation happening in your life. So thank you so much, Justus, and the team Lion King, who are doing a good business in Uganda. Keep shining, keep winning, keep getting more steps, because it's possible in your life. So that was Justus sharing his story today. I want to take us back to Pascal to be able to close our meeting today. Pascal, can you hear me?
Yes, Paul, I can hear you. That story about Justus really warms my heart every time I listen to it. It's as if I'm listening to it for the very first time. So Justus, thank you so much for your inspiring story. And I think it's for everybody who is watching this presentation, is to say to yourself, if Justus can do it, why not you? Because he started from a very, very low level and he has made a success of the business. Some of the things the company has done to make our business really, to take advantage of technology, is to use online services. For example, if you want to order products, if you want to register new people in your team, you can do that online. The company creates for you what is called a back office, where you can monitor and manage your business. Training is done locally and internationally by online services. For example, I've seen some of my colleagues in Nigeria, people from Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, people from Southern Africa, Botswana, Lesotho, people from around the globe who can connect to our business presentation. The other thing the company does, every market our company does business, they contract courier companies in those markets to courier products to our customers, to the nearest center or to their doorsteps. Payment is done either for products or when the company is paying bonuses and commissions, is done by electronic funds transfer or mobile money. So the company has made the business very, very efficient. Talking about traveling, I think you've seen fantastic images of Justus traveling to various places, Abu Dhabi, Mauritius, South Africa, various areas. One of the things that the company does every year, the company has conventions in different regions. This is the East African Convention in Dar es Salaam, the weekend before, on the 27th of August. This is the same event. This was the event in South Africa, in Pretoria, where you have the Southern Africa Convention, where distributors from across the Southern African region, Lesotho, Botswana, Swaziland, South Africa, Namibia, Mozambique, people who came to share success with everybody else. So this is what the company offers to all the people who join our business. How do you get started? First step, speak to the person who invited you. It's called your sponsor. That means the person who will guide you to become successful. They'll give you an application form to fill. They pay your registration amount. In South Africa, it's between 720 and 2,810. In Kenya, it's 7,620 or 9,280. In Nigeria, is 20,600 or 26,500 naira. In Tanzania, it's 145,400 or 178,400 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, it's 210,000 or 251,000 Uganda shillings. In the USA, is $75. Sweden is 930 Swedish krona. In Italy, is 64 euros. In Ghana, is 448 or 715 Ghanaian cedis. In Cameroon, is 52 francs CFA or 65,000 francs CFA. This is what you need to get started in your business. This is your initial investment to get started. What you need to succeed, remember that success always begins with a decision. Because when you don't make a decision, actually it's a decision you have made. You have made a decision not to get started. So the first step about being successful is to make a decision. Once you've made a decision, you need to know what you want. What is your dream? What you would like? What do you want to achieve in the business, or what do you want to achieve in your life? The second thing is you need to find out what you need to become successful. You need to be teachable. The third thing is just sheer hard work. You need to work. This business, you need to work hard to be able to be successful. You need persistence, you need discipline, you need gut. You see, motivation starts you on the path to success. It's only self-discipline that keeps you on that path to your success. Number 4 is you need to have faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your sponsor or the person who invited you. You need to have faith in the company, that the company make fantastic products. If you have these things going for you, your chances for success are quite increased. What is your next step? Get back to the person who invited you. Tell him, I've seen the business, I'd like to start, or clarify this thing for me. I want to get started in the business so that I can share my story the way Justus has shared his story this evening. So those of you who are guests, get back to the person who invited you, and we want to wish you every success in the journey of Neolife business. So thank you very much. Good night and God bless.
Thank you, Pascal. Thank you, Justus. Thank you, everyone. Good night, and have a wonderful time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Paul. Good night.